posted a whole video with like all these makeup tips and tricks from fellow people in the beauty community, giving her tips and tricks, and I want to try some of them out and see how long this makeup lasts today. I typically don't need my makeup to last very long, so it would be interesting to see what happens today. So I'm going to try and put it on quite early. Alright, so I've already primed my face, and I've actually got the Physicians Formula. It's the highlight cream you put underneath your foundation, and honestly, I don't feel like there's anything on my face at all. But I put it on there. We'll see if it makes an impact on my skin, to be quite honest, since I moved from New York to Florida. With Florida, I don't really have to try with products to have that ethereal glow from within look, because you're just sweating and you're glistening and your makeup kind of just goes there anyways in Florida. Like, I'm sweating right now and it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's not something that I need here, but definitely I was looking at old videos from makeup videos I was doing in New York in the winter, and the videos were just, I was just so pale, and I'm like, oh my god, my face is so flat. And with all of this tanning and stuff that I've been doing in Florida, it's like my face is far more three-dimensional than it was in the beginning, and my skin was a lot clearer too, so sweating is no good for my skin. But that's just a part of life, especially when you have hidradenitis. You're not supposed to sweat, you're not supposed to be in sweat environments, and your pores don't react well to sweat. So unfortunately, that's something I just have to deal with, but onto the video. So first thing was, she powdered her nose. There's a lot of powdering, so I'm going to use the Coty Airspun, and I'm going to try and do this very thinly, and I'm not even going to do this with a beauty blender, because she did this with a brush. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush. I haven't used in forever. This guy here. Dab on my nose. And a lot of people put it all over their face, so I really want to try that, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it all over my face. I'm just going to put like a tiny bit, because right now my face is like sweaty and oily, I feel like, and acting up. Oh, highlight. So I've got the Naked highlighting fluid, which I'm gonna try. Oh god, this is incredible. Because they were saying highlight first. This is the one in Sin, which I don't know how popular this one is anymore, but I remember it was like the birthday gift. Was it last year I got it? I can't remember. But I love it because I love any of these like golden ones, and this one's kind of like not too goldeny, so it could work for other skin tones, but especially for like skin tone, especially with me looking like this now with the tan, I definitely like the darker color. I want to do it like right, I want to go high with it. Look crazy, because that's what you got to do when you got multiple chins. I look crazy. Now I'm going to go in with the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. This one is SHFD03 Caramel Vanilla Face Contour. So it looks like this. It looks super bright, and I want it to be super bright because I'm trying to get major contrast here. So let's just try to bring in some brightness back in here. I look like a psychopath. Just putting that out there. Let's do it. This is the e.l.f. Superstar Blush. And the theme of this video is heavy, heavy, heavy. Not do what we normally do. This is different. Heavy, heavy, heavy. On camera, it looks okay. In real life, it looks like a hot mess. It looks like I fell into a vat of random makeup products, and this is how it came out. I ain't scared. Let's do this. Kind of hit like different points on the face to kind of get a little more natural flush. And now I'm gonna go with my favorite foundation, the Tint Idol Ultra Wear from Lancome with the sunscreen. It doesn't have, it's not like a full coverage foundation, so I've kind of been going away from it a little bit because I've had a lot of like acne issues, as you can see, but it makes your skin look so nice and, I don't know, just radiant. So this is what I'm gonna put over all of this. I don't even know if this matches me right now. Might have to get a darker one. Okay, I just got this all blended out. It looks very soft, simple, natural. Okay, so I'm going in with the e.l.f. Perpetually Tan Primer Infused Bronzer. My favorite bronzer, you can see. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. And I'm gonna lightly just go back in over those places where I set the bronzer in earlier, just really lightly. I'm liking this. This took a lot of work though, I feel like, a lot of blending. Beauty Blender is a major lifter in this power play, but ooh, I'm liking it. So I set it down with a little bit of powder and just very tiny bit because there's already a powder underneath and we don't want to look like a cake face. I'm a baker, but I don't want to look like it. The 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. I was supposed to get the nude one. The nude one is supposed to be like darker tones of blushes, and it's the newer one. Somehow I ended up with 2 classics, and I just haven't gotten around to going back and getting the other one. But these are very fair. I really wanted to play with the nude one because the nude one is supposed to be darker, so I think it would be better for darker skin tones, but looking at this one, it doesn't look that bad. This looks like almost like a bronzy tone, like right here. This kind of peachy, poppy coral. And it's so funny because you remember way back in the day, like when my mom was doing makeup, you know, the only blush color was really like shades of pink. Like the fact that they have like all these colors that run the gamut for blush is A, awesome, and B, when I first discovered that coral was a thing, I remember Tati was talking about the Wet n Wild coral one that I'm pretty sure I ran out and got immediately because it just resonated with me really well. I started putting it on and I was like, there's no way this color is gonna look good on me, but I'm gonna get it anyways and I'm gonna try it because I'm so hyped for it. And she hyped me up for it and it's beautiful and I loved it. And I was like, I can't believe this worked on my skin tone, but that's really what makeup is all about, right? We've got to just play and try new things, try different colors, try different tones, sometimes the same color with a little different tone, with the reds versus the blues, the warms versus the yellows versus the greens. You just got to play around with it and you never know what might happen, which is why we are playing today. I'm not a naturally shy person, so you know, I need blush. Make it look like I'm sweet. But I will say that I'm using a lot less and it's a lot easier to blend. So I think this is a good technique if you're looking for soft, more everyday type stuff, even though you're doing like extra work. Kind of defeats the purpose, but you want to look good, right? And you know what? I'm bougie, and I need more highlight in my life. I always need more highlight in my life. So this one, the C Color Natural Face Palette. This is a dupe for the Natural Too Faced palette, the bronze and blush and highlight palette. And I did an entire video on C Color Cosmetics, especially raving about this one because this is my favorite. And I like to mix the two colors, and it's funny because I mentioned this in that video too. These two highlights here, this one actually shows up pink when you put it on your skin, and this one shows up gold, which is strange to me, but it is what it is. And I like to mix the two actually to get both of them to show up. And then I'm just gonna go in up here. I can still see the highlight, to be honest. It's just any excuse to put highlight on my face, really. So funny, I came across like a dating profile that said that it was a straight guy who said, "Girl, make sure if you put your highlight on, it's blended. Blend your highlight." I was like, excuse me? I'll blend my highlight, but I'll wear as much highlight as I want. Tell me how to wear my makeup. Guess what? You getting swiped left. Don't tell me how to wear my makeup. This is gonna be quite an unpopular opinion, but I like it, I wear it, this is my passion, this is what I love, and you know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, why are you wearing so much makeup?" Like, this is what I love. I don't tell you, you know, what to wear. I don't tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that. I don't get involved in your life, so why are you getting involved in my life? Just let me be happy. Let us all live and be happy. If I want to be happy with a ton of highlight on my face, then that is what I'm gonna do. Y'all are just gonna have to deal. Okay, so one of the hacks that I think, let's not even joke around, this was my favorite, was throwing your eyelash color and your mascara in your top. And Emily said that she got a little poked, so that oh my god, this is scary. This is actually really scary. I don't want to get poked. I guess really only the bottom. Oh, that does not feel good. Only the bottom has to be in there, but then this mascara, how on earth do you do this? This is like so ridiculous. Okay, don't poke me, okay? I'm terrified of eyelash curlers. I'm just gonna be totally honest about that because somebody was curling my eyelashes and ended up curling my eyelid, which is like everyone's fear, and it literally happened. So then I was like, oh my god, no, I don't. So even when I'm doing it myself, I'm like a little bit freaked out by it. And I wear contacts on a regular basis, so I'm really comfortable with like touching my eyes and getting all up in there, so that's not it at all. But this is Sell Out, the Too Faced Melted Matte, liquefied matte longwear lipstick. I've worn this multiple times. I love the color. Ooh. I love the color, however, I don't love that it doesn't last, and I feel like it flakes pretty easily. My lips are quite dry because I'm really bad about drinking water. Yeah, it just seems very natural today. Can a brown girl have naturally pinkish orange lips? I don't know. Every time I do my lips now, Sophia always talks about the butthole coverage. And every time I'm like, Sophia, butthole coverage. Like, okay, I literally just put this down and I can't find it. You know what that means? It means it's time to clean your makeup table, child. Alright, Time to put eyebrows on. Alright, I just used the Cabral by Benefit Cosmetics for my eyebrow in number 4. Yeah, number 4. If you see my other videos, you know my little gripe on that. But yeah, I like to do a little bit of powder right like on the front, just to kind of soften it so it doesn't look quite so dark. Which on camera it's fine, but in person, like, sometimes you start looking like, I don't know, like you got some Pee Wee Herman brows or something. I don't know, a little craziness, like you sharpied your brows on, whatever. I just stepped away just to eat because I'm starving, and you can see the color, it didn't transfer on anything, but it's so dry looking, and for that matter, the rest of my face is super dry looking and starting to look very cakey, and everything is starting to settle into fine lines, and I'm wondering if I can fix this with like a setting spray. So I'm gonna try the Make It Last Milani setting spray and see if I can get this cakiness out of here. Oh my lord, that is some serious spray. Whew. I'm gonna kind of, now that this is set a little bit, I'm gonna kind of top it out and see if I can help. Like, you can see the fine lines, it's starting to settle in here, and then I got lines around my mouth, under the eyes. Ooh. So I tried something new. Not always comes out the way you want it to. Okay, I was just making sure my blush is still there. It is. It is. The highlight. Ooh, that highlight though. Seems like it's settled and it's like a lot extra now. The bronzer's still going strong. This gloss is, I don't even know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's very, in your face. In your face.